again, short. Pretty one-sided series there versus LGD. And the bans were similar. I can see in the last 3 straight drafts here for OG, their opponents have banned Clockwork. This is the first time they have not faced a Clockwork ban in the first phase, hence the first pick from OG. Maybe that explains something there.
Okay. No, I mean, I quite enjoy this here. It's also fun when if he gets to complete Aghanim Scepter. It's usually if they play him as a position 4, right? I'm not sure if it'll be Misha or Taiga playing this hero. Guess it depends on what Amar will pick up here. Batrider picked by Soniqs. Yeah, I mean, that's a hero you and me discussed earlier. Even back in the last chance qualifier, we thought this was going to be a very contested pick. Because he's one of the more annoying ones to face. You basically have to deal with him.
Yeah, and I think what's awkward about this hero is it feels like you're much better set dealing with him in your draft, at least addressing his lane, right?
Yeah.
Because like some other heroes who you desperately want to address, like later on in the game, like for example a Morphling, it's fine. We'll just draft a Scotty buyer, right? And then you can fix that problem with gold. With Batrider, that's still the case, right? Obviously Lotus in our previous series we saw completely destroy Beast Coast when they had this Batrider off lane. But he's also still a little bit of a bully in lane if you don't address it. So it does kind of force a response here from OG, and that's why I think Batrider 1 gets banned, but is generally contested because he is a little bit annoying to deal with.
Yeah, and I'm guessing like Sonic's idea here is that wherever this Morphling goes, like if he's mid, you put the Batrider mid, you're fine. And if he's safe lane, I'm pretty sure Leslau plays this hero, so they can just put him off lane. And I think that's a fine matchup for Batrider in the off lane. Okay. Oracle.
So, voice line coming on through there for OG as they'll be picking up the Oracle for themselves. And that's kind of the solution, right? I think ideally what they're hoping to do is to lane this Oracle in a side lane versus Batrider for that Dispel.
Yeah.
And also the magic damage block right on the Fate's Edict eventually might make a bit of a difference, and a hard Dispel from great cast range on the ultimate. So it's a hero that deals with his laning stage, his mid game, his late game. Good pick.
Yeah, actually, it's because we've seen earlier people like I think we watched LGD pick it to like kind of counter this Primal Beast, and you can see there are a few ideas where he does well, but like overall, if you see Sonic's first 3 heroes, right, like what they do, they either like they grab one hero, right, and they deal a lot of damage to him, and then if you have an Oracle there, just negating that damage. It's huge. So this might be the first Oracle pick where I go like, yeah, nice.
I see it.
Nice pick.
I'm seeing it. Plus, if we want to talk about more strengths of this Oracle Morphling lane, which might end up being the case, maybe they put Clockwork there to tank, but not if Batrider's there. We'll see what the lane ends up being, right? But if allow me to hypothesize, right? If it's going to be this Morphling Oracle lane, it's not the most aggressive lane, maybe not a kill lane, but it's so much regeneration in this lane. And with a Dispel, I just don't know if you ever kill Morphling, especially with Fate's Edict, being able to morph Agi and then give him a couple of Purifying Flames. All of a sudden, he's full HP, and that's cost your full mana pool, right, if you're a Batrider.
Yeah.
Just going like that. OG will pair it with the BZM Ember Spirit. He's a guy, I've been pretty open about my disregard for Ember Spirit, especially in the last meta. I didn't really think he was a hero that did a lot, but he's a guy who always constantly proved me wrong, so I'm going to learn from my past mistakes and keep my mind open on this Ember Spirit hero right now for OG. Right now, I'm not seeing a lot of great lockdown for him, so I definitely see the reason for this pick.
Yeah. Death Prophet, okay. Both Quinn and Leslau play this hero. So I'm curious who they want facing who here. Maybe they don't want to put the Batrider into Oracle Morphling. Maybe they read that lane is not that good. But Death Prophet, even if they put it mid, it's a very strong lane versus Ember Spirit. Like it's just one of those, you get right-clicked, and you don't really care about the slight, right? Because you can just heal up. Like either you Spirit Siphon the Ember, or worst case, you Spirit Siphon a creep, and you're fine.
This is looking really close to OG's. I think this is their first or second game in the entire event versus BetBoom Esports. This draft looking very similar. They got a Clockwork, an Oracle, and Ember Spirits, right? 3 heroes of the same. But their carry was a TB, and they did get their hands on that Amar Razor. So looks like they're maybe coming back to a few comfort heroes here. That's what I'm seeing. This is not the first time they picked Oracle. They did win with it against a Primal, and funny enough, against a Snapfire opener as well. So it seems like it's kind of this coordinated 15th pick for them here. That's their response.
Yeah. Okay, so they ban out an Ursa. So they're preparing here for Amar, because I was thinking like maybe he would want to play Viper this game. Like it's not terrible. Like you have both Oracle and Clockwork to back you up. Like it's quite nice. But if they are banning Ursa, I don't believe it doesn't make sense that you want to pick Viper.
Yeah,
It's most likely some melee hero. I don't know what though. This is the Titan. I mean, sorry, Timbersaw. But I wouldn't want to play Timbersaw into Death Prophet and Batrider. Yeah, I'm curious. What are they going for here?
I'm just looking at his previous heroes. Well, his Mars has been banned. He's been picking Razor. He just played I think his first Tidehunter game of the tournament. Other than that, it's been Razor, Slaughter a handful of times, Timber a handful of times here. And they have that Mars, and I think that's him on the Mag. No, that would be him on the Razor, likely.
Yeah.
OG flexed him in there.
No, because
versus LGD.
Because you could pick Tide here, right? Like it's pretty good versus Bat, but that Prophet is one of the better heroes. Where, like our previous years, right? We saw this unkillable Tide, but like until you get like a lot of items, that Prophet kind of just shoots you through when you're a Tide Hunter.
So Soniqs with the last pick, so they'll ultimately get final say against whatever Amar is looking to draft himself here. You can see scratching his chin here, looking for the pick. Soniqs, what do you think? Have they dealt with this Morphling enough? It seems, obviously they still have their core to pick, but they're probably going to be picking with that in mind, right? It's something that can actually take the fight to this Morphling a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, usually you look for like illusion heroes, right? That's probably one of the reasons they picked up this Ember. And they're most likely going to pick a hero that's at least decent versus illusions here at the end. Yeah, Sand King. Okay.
Okay, that'll be the first Sand King for Amar this tournament, I believe.
Yeah.
If I'm not missing anything here on these drafts. And that's another solution, kind of guards, right, against some of these more illusion picks. For example, PL or TB, I think, which is still in the pool.
Yeah. So we'll see here what they... It's kind of, I mean, if you ever want to see an anti-mage, this would be the game. Absolutely free lane. They don't have any catch for it. They have like searing chains. That's it. Yeah. So, I mean, I would be down, but they'd probably pick something more normal. Maybe a stuff Faceless Void. Okay, Draw Ranger. Also pretty good.
Okay, yeah, that's going to be a hero, right? Those marksmanship procs allowing you to get through all that high base armor of Yuragi. So as soon as you get even just a casual Crystallis, someone's going to need to get on top of Yawar, break that passive, or otherwise keep Yawar protected.
Yeah. I mean, the only problem for Draw with this game is they do have a... Like, Sankin will end up having a Blink, right? They have a Waveform. They have Hook Shot. They have Fire Remnant, so they can get on top of him. So that's always a little spooky when you're Draw Ranger.
Yeah, that might be problematic here for Soniqs. We'll see how OG look to apply the pressure and especially win. But yeah, I think that has to be a hero. I imagine Yawar himself was pretty comfortable in calling for, right? Hey, we're giving you last pick. What do you want to play this game? They might suggest a couple of ideas, but you know, a Draw Ranger into this much catch, you know, I think what 4 heroes with built-in mobility here already is looking like a little bit of a challenge, right?
Yeah, I mean, you do counter... Like, if you get your items, you're going to own this game, right? Like, you get your Hurricane Pike, maybe a BKB, Manta style. Like, whenever you hit this Morphling, he's just going to die.
Yeah,
so.
and you've got a little bit of a save, some repositioning, right, which might be good enough for a save for a Draw Ranger. It'll be Fata laning with him, likely on the Snapfire. You got a Primal Beast to act as a wall. You got Leslau as well to get through, right? Quinn probably weaving into these fights on this Bat Rider. So there's certainly a lot more than just Draw Ranger that OG also have to contend with. We can speak about this Oracle as well, right? Because it's a hero we've seen before. We weren't super convinced by it here. In the hands of Taiga against this specific opening, they've won with it. We've kind of hypothesized why that could be. What are you expecting to see from this Taiga Oracle then?
What am I expecting? Yeah, he's gonna... I don't even know what lane he's going to. I'm expecting him to go with the Sand King, like as a 4 position. Then he'll just do, maybe he'll stack more depending on how the lane goes. Like if they can pressure, he'll obviously stay there. But if he can't, he'll look to like rotate on the Bat Rider, right? That would be something I would suspect.
Okay, I like that. Rotating Oracle. Zochi are going to smoke on up. Soniqs a bit faster though out of the gate. They'll be nearly everyone mid lane.
No, this is
Leon. As they get down on the spray.
Yeah, very nice.
Let's take my energy.
So I'm interested to see Quinn play this Bat Rider. Like, I don't remember him playing it. I mean, obviously, if you would check his profile, right, he probably has like 300 pub games on it. But I don't think it's his most like comfort hero when it comes to these like official tournament games. So I'm curious to see how he performs here. And I don't know how the matchup is either versus Ember mid. I would suspect he should do very well.
I think just like a little bit too much damage that you get to get through Flame Guard, like for Flame Guard to be super viable and to be enough to protect maybe for BZM. But, you know, BZM ready, starting with a stick. 2 GG branches might turn that into a wand even quite early on. And, of course, a faster bottle. It's going to be on the quick buy here for him against that rider of Quinn. As both teams with wards here on the high ground, but OG hiding behind some trees, do break line of sight. That's going to allow him to get a pretty decent jump here on the Quinn. And maybe even an additional bounty run here, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Okay, but they get less allowed to scale. Spirit Siphon level 1. Not the biggest deal, but you do prefer having Crypt Swarm.
Securing that early range creep, right? To
yeah.
Usually being the goal. Also as well with the casual Blades of Attack. Now that's something I've seen quite a bit actually, but usually it's Gloves of Haste.
No, this is just for the Falcon Blade, right?
Right, right. That's right. We can already see him in that left side of your screen getting a bit harassed by Misha. MSS eager with the trample. Bit of bonus damage as well from Lelis being put to work. BZM bullied a bit here in this first wave. Just stacking up the stick charges, but Quinn did get denied, unfortunately, there on that one range creep.
Taiga taking a lot of damage from Fata here. And he didn't even get the range creep, so unfortunate.
Yeah, a little bit painful for him. And Damar is not going to be a big fan of these frost arrows in lane either, will he?
No. I mean, this lane can get really ugly. Like, if Fata really commits here, yeah, you can also see he has 3 mangoes already. Like, if he keeps buying regen and they keep playing this aggressive, like, this could end up being a horrendous lane for Amar.
Are you even trying?
Because I don't, like, Oracle doesn't really do anything for you, right? He needs to hit, like, level 3 before he has any sort of pressure.
Taiga with the what can you do here. Tag towards the end of his name. Might be kind of saying that one towards the end of this laning stage. Amar, though, known for his recovery, a little bit of tenacity in him. He's OG, of course, have had 4 rough games before this, all ended on losses. As, they are skirmishing Yuragi with 1 point and shift. He's holding on to the waveform here. 3 stick charges. He should be just fine. It is. Mid lane, though. BZM killed. Solo kill there as Quinn will pick it up.
Very well played. Huge kill. Let's see how many creeps. That's 1 creep dying. What's the experience difference? Yeah, Quinn almost level 4 now. Yeah. And BCM not even level 3.
I think this range creep as well dies. Oh, brutal. Right before the TP is completed. BZM, best you can hope to do now is at least deny this water room, and will. Quinn. Yeah. Okay.
It's a lot of damage.
Get even more aggressive here. And Ember, he bought early boots actually on BZM.
Yeah.
So
going on the Mar, but he's fine, he's fine.
Did go for the early bottle. Just the stick here for a bit of regen. Does at least get that second water rune away from Quinn, so he doesn't have, you know, full mana and health and 2 bottles.
Yeah.
So a little bit of a win there for BZM as he prioritizes that. All about recovery in the lane here. Yeah, Top so also is looking pretty good for Soniqs.
Yeah, no, all their lanes are going swimmingly, so to speak. It's looking real good.
You know a lane's going real good when you see the position for D-ward his own, you know, blocked camp. He's like, I need to start pulling this. Misha actually needing to body block that camp to prevent a Radiance hard pull on that side lane. There's a cookie. That Taika's okay. Just a bit of harassment from Fata as they do skip a wave.
Yeah. No, it's just right now they have no aggressive potential here in any lane, honestly, with OG. Like, maybe when Misha hits level 3 on Clockwork, they could perhaps get a kill, but it's very difficult.
Yeah, mid lane, of course, Quinn with that early solo kill is at a really great advantage here.
Yep.
Still pulling ahead here decently in the levels. This does feel like a matchup like that naturally BZM is going to be able to outdamage his regen just with Sleight of Fist, but you know, you do need more and more levels for the reduced cooldown and of course that bonus damage to get the work in.
Yeah. Oh. When Batrider is 5-2, if he goes for level 3 sticky here, it's just when you're stacked up 2-3 times, like it's a lot of damage. Okay, at least OG help with the runes there. Collect both bounty runes. I mean, water runes.
Really good patience by Quinn there. You know, didn't really have a support rotate in and over. It's not going to leave things too scary for him. As Amar's going to go ahead and burrow strike through the creep whip to find a stun and some free damage onto Yawer. That was Fata rotating over. I believe he has blocked this hard camp, so it's not going to be stackable until they do get rid of that sentry. Yes, that one as well as the one in the triangle as well for OG. So they're removing a recovery mechanism for the Ember.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Looking elsewhere, yeah, mid lane has calmed down a bit, especially since they denied Quinn the refill here. I mean, yeah, denied his bottle charges, so. But still, Soniqs quietly just pulling slightly more ahead at all times.
You can see 3 lines of green and 3 lines of red, which isn't the best sign early for OG. Not
but they're keeping up good enough. Like, this is not one of those blow. We've seen way worse early games, right?
Definitely. OG just, especially most of them are getting levels as well. Ember, I mean, he's still not up to level 5, and that's certainly going to be a bit of a pain point here, as with this wave, he should get level 5, but Quinn also is going to get level 6, which makes things a bit spicy without your remnants to play with, as they do get a kill down bottom onto Yawer. Fata couldn't quite save him there, and that's a nice jump between OG, and they'll even give each other a high five.
No, very good. It's the level 3 on Oracle, right? It's surprisingly good burst damage. Sankin gets to go in.
And Yawer's going to go ahead and address that, right? Infused raindrops immediately into the inventory. 6 stacks of those going to be able to reduce lots of damage from this Oracle. 120 every single time.
Yeah. Is Tiger here rotating towards mid? Yeah, Quinn is very low. Could be a little sloppy death coming out here.
There is the Primal as well looking to rotate on over, but even just with that, yes, the damage is enough. Taiga with the second Purifying Flames is going to be able to keep himself, or Taiga secures the kill, as well as the Fate's Edict, delaying his own death. Fata actually lacks damage here, and maybe OG will pick up a second recovery kill for BZM in the mid lane. Fata a bit tanky, but not tanky enough. Level 2 Searing Chains as well there for BZM, alongside the Orb of Corrosion. Allows him to pick up the kill.
At least he doesn't get the rune, right? But he's basically fully recovered. I mean, he doesn't even care about the rune. He doesn't have ball yet.
Yeah.
He went for even Orb of Corrosion before Bottle, so. No, they needed some. I think Soniqs lacked a little bit in communication there. Someone needed to stress more that the Oracle was missing.
Right.
I mean, obviously Quinn has to think about it himself, but it's always nice when you get a little bit of help in those type of callouts.
And Taiga is stacking now once again here in the triangle. He has dewarded the camp, so it'll be 2 camps stacked here. Now the Ancients triple stacked, or I guess double stacked, depending on how you view that. I wonder who these stacks are going to go for, though, right? Because Morph's not going to take them super quickly. And against, you know, or for most teams, I'd say, well, it's going to go for the Emperor, but maybe there's a case to be made for OG that Amar wants those stacks.
No, it's 100% Amar. I don't think anyone else even have the... There's not even an argument, I think. I don't think anyone else can farm them. Like, he's going for max slight build, right? Morphing, very bad at farming stacks. And then you have Sankin, one of the best stack farmers, so... When he gets level 4, level 3 or 4 Sandstorm, he can go for it. Alrighty. Preferably level 4.
Soniqs, they are going to know that, and now they even see the stack operating on MSS early. He's rotating away from the top lane. DP doesn't really need him here. Leslau with plenty of energy. MSS kind of getting beat back, though, by the Warpine Raiders, but we'll clear a couple of the smaller creeps.
Yeah. I don't know. Nice try, I guess.
Bottle now in the inventory for BZM as he is getting ready to fight for these mid-8 runes. Soniqs this time will rotate MSS on over. I believe he's been picked up on Observer Ward, though. And OG have towards the mid lane. Quinn's going to gamble for the top room, but Misha is there standing in his way with Cogs. Rune's bottom anyway. It's in the Bottle now for BZM. MSS, he's half HP here, a tanky lad, but not nearly tanky enough to go through 3, as Taiga once again rotating over from the bottom lane. They will get Amar as a result, as of course noticing both supports mid, they realizing he's alone, so they punish a bit here.
Yeah, not very nice. High level kill there. Ooh, are they? Okay, BZM throws out the spirit, but thinks better of it.
Yeah, not wanting to play too recklessly here. We can see Cookie into Gust are going to allow Soniqs to get that jump onto Amar. Careful here, though, Quinn. Lots of damage here on these Searing Chains. Again, anytime you can follow up with a Sleight of Fist, even more.
Look how aggressive it is.
He's hunting for him. If he catches a glimpse of him, I'm sure he's going to go in for a bit of damage. Now, though, Misha's kind of down bottom, hiding away in these trees. There's another a trio of heroes here coming down now for OG, but it looks like Fata will be able to evade this here. I wonder what Misha's looking for. Trying to plant a ward.
Just keeping himself hidden there. If you would see like the Drow, you know, sneakily trying to run away, he can pop out, catch him.
Speaking of popping ults, Lelis up in the top lane is going to go ahead and release the Requiem. Yuragi does receive a TP. Misha has returned. A little bit of regen here for this Morphling as well, and they're even going to fortify Lelis in a great position here. Out of fog, of course, his ghosts still know their targets. MSS now here to support as Misha traps him inside of the cogs. The cog pushback as well is going to affect Lelis, and that's going to be a kill here. Am I seeing that right? Do the Exo ghosts try and hit the cogs?
Yeah, they do, they do. If you right-click the cogs, they hit them. Otherwise, they ignore them.
Nice jump out there from BZM. A little remnant back in time as Yawer trying to maybe get the jump on him with that point and gust.
And you can see Amar farming up the stacks here, already at 1.4k gold.
Yeah, there he goes. Another big stack here on the Ancients. He'll do it himself. As BZM also is going to get his, I think, third power rune straight here. So it's an Arcane.
Oh, that comeback for him mid was huge. Like that kill. Like it changed everything.
Nice job there for Taiga as well, who rotates away from the bottom lane. Does end up, you know, at some stage kind of leaving Amar to die, who is very recklessly farming these Ancients on 115 HP. He's got the Seeds of Serenity here, but he's refusing to use them. That's the support item, he says. Yeah. He's going to tank through these the old-fashioned way.
Okay, Fata, almost level 6.
Thank you, Quinn. Always quite explicit with his pause reasons. But this is going to give actually the Blink Dagger for Amar. Yeah, there he is. There's the Verduage scale. I can't say that word. He uses the Seeds of Serenity. And blinks on the way.
I think Mojo is getting, he's buying the Tome. So this game, Soniqs are going to have 6 on both their supports, around 10-11 minutes. I've seen some of their games. It's been rough. They haven't gotten ultimates until very late.
Here's Quinn. Oh, the
nice
gust
silence.
from range in the trees. But look, Taiga's in position and ready. The Tome not yet here for MSS. Tower's going to go down. Misha is going to follow suit here at least. So it looks like Soniqs will get something out from this. Oh, he's still alive.
BZM is dealing a lot of damage.
Finally taken down. BZM. Yep, forces out Kisses as Taiga collects the kill onto MSS. The Silence of Gust number 2. But the blink reveal from Amar is going to take down Quinn.
Yeah.
Nice job there on the Burrow Strike epicenter. And now Fata and Yawer on the run. BZM, whoa, that was close. And does force out the ulti. Taiga's going to have a lot of healing for him here with that urn applied. Amar with a swift blink in. And Yawer is just barely alive here. Stick charges. And even those infused raindrops keeping him alive. Taiga to die here. Lalslau rotating in. Has Exo in a second. The Cookie Sun from Fata reaching. But BZM just out of reach there.
Yeah. A little over aggressive, but I mean, you gotta go for it, right? Why not? Amar going in again?
Yeah, in again. He's gonna get the onslaught though in return for MSS. He's got Dust and he has Pulverize, doesn't need it for the kill onto Amar. BZM a little bit low on mana. Has Remnants at least, and now a DD rune into his bottle though. So maybe when Amar's back up, they can look to continue skirmishing. But lots of space here, I think, is the main story. As Quinn is going to sidestep a hook shot, and that's actually going to trigger Leslau to use the Exo. Misha dies here in the cogs. Yuragi, though, he's still being chased down. Quinn has lasso. Yuragi, of course, strength gaining up, and Taiga with a dispel. Yeah, that was a hopeful one, and even Leslau being pushed back. BZM activating that DD rune, and the damage is immense. Here comes Amar. Quinn might not be out of this one yet. The Flame Break's not going to cancel the TP. Amar does get the blink off here before the Firefly puts it on cooldown, but BZM can't quite catch him here with the Searing Chains. He's going to guess wildly now as far as where's Quinn gone, but Quinn's going to make it out alive here.
Yeah. No, OG have played very well the past 4 or 5 minutes here. They were struggling in every lane, and then a few rotations, a few nice stacks, and they're ahead. 2k gold. And it's very important for their heroes, right? Like this Morphling, it's been very quiet. It's just farming up. Wants his meta style, wants Aghanim. And maybe you'll see him fight. And BZM is just, he's fighting all the time, but still collecting the net worth.
Absolutely, yeah. Lelis is actually amassed quite a bit of farm too. He's gone for this Falcon Blade and now bots. So he's going to be very mobile on this map and should scale pretty nicely here, assuming OG don't all of a sudden, you know, become this hit squad roaming around the map and killing anything they see. That's always possible with them, so you never know if this is going to be able to pay off for Lelis. But should be lots of gold for him here as he can take some pretty dangerous farm. Yeah.
No, I mean, OG are definitely ahead right now, but Soniqs at least, they're not suffering immensely or anything. Like most of their heroes do kind of have what they want. Like the Batrider bots got it a long time ago, almost halfway to BKB. As you said, travels on Lullis. Okay, we got a hook.
Yeah, he didn't see the 4 heroes behind though, and the cookie to the high ground. MSS stomping around in the fights as Misha slowed to a crawl here by that scatter blast. They do have a save though, false promise, and now MSS is going to be the one to die here. The pulverize not lasting nearly long enough, and the false promise. The Clockwork's going to come out very healthy here. BZM has claimed every single power rune this game. OG really bringing heroes mid lane whenever it's been rune time.
Yeah. You can see it's actually quite difficult for them to play against this Oracle. Like he's doing so much work, saving heroes, like delaying their death, removing lassos, removing silence.
And now minuscule burrow strike, but enough for a kill onto Fata. Even Amar avoiding the scatter blast there on the way out. And you were completely right. You know, for example, I mean, even if that's not Oracle, right? Misha, he dies there, but simply put, he's allowed to rejoin this smoke gank, and they go for a quick kill. To the Snapfire, and a very deep ward planted as well as a result. We'll see if that one pans out into anything.
Yeah.
Slow. You see Amar blink away. Not much they can do about that right now. It's really been Quinn who, despite getting a solo kill, he's not really had tons of impact, at least as much as he was probably hoping for. Silence doesn't catch Taiga here, so, but the Pulverize will. And the hook shot from Misha to save his compatriots. Unfortunately, Taiga, didn't have the ulti, couldn't do much here. Soniqs using the ultis, using the abilities, and the Exo as well is coming through.
Yeah,
let's see. For tier 1.
Yeah, maybe they don't want to fight this. There's no epicenter. Support's quite far away from his spawning, but BCM will be annoying, harass them a bit.
And he's even got Maelstrom, so he's really recovered. Like I was saying, Quinn after getting that solo
kill.
Oh,
the nice.
Good one there by BZM. Tower's still down. Soniqs, of course, are going to be a little salty that they will get a little bit of bonus gold to pat their pockets. I'm looking at Amar's next item here. It is the Yule Scepter he's got queued up.
Ooh, will he get the DD too? No, Fata denies it.
Ah, there it is. Okay. The first power rune not going the way.
Yeah.
Finally, of OG.
Just looking here, yeah. Oh, BCM was hoping it was bottom, but nope, no room for you.
Not this time.
Uragi, though, been very quiet, just farming up, and has found a very nice, what do you say, like a pattern, right? Farming pattern. Already at 9k net worth. Morphling is going to be huge.
Yeah, he's been really allowed to settle in and just focus on being fully efficient with his farm. He's really skyrocketed, and he's jumped ahead of Quinn, Yawar, as well as Leslau, who find themselves now
going for Amar up there.
Yeah, they're going to give it a go. BOT's on in from Quinn, stomping around here. Now Pulverize from MSS. They have a kill onto Amar. Nice job there from Soniqs. He's off the map for 30 seconds. But a hook shot now is going to find Yawar, Taiga, and BZM joining this kill attempt. The Gust is not going to get BZM off of the Drow, and an easy kill there. So an offlaner for a carry. Now maybe more? It's BZM.
A little low on mana, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's got to relax.
Go back and fill up. Next a tower shot here just for good measure there, but it'll be healthy. Quinn, without a lasso, of course, does kind of free up this Ember to play a little bit more YOLO.
Yeah.
For the next minute and a half.
I mean, I'm a little worried for Soniqs here. Okay, they're under a ward too.
It seems like they're aware of it.
Yeah. Yep. They don't... Because if they get Exo level 2 here, okay, they want to fight.
Underneath the Soniqs ward, there's a ward behind the tower, but they're not going to see Amar coming on in with the epicenter. Doesn't quite collect a kill, though. MSS doing his best to keep everyone back. Eventually, that jam is going to burst here, and they're chasing more now, flooding forward into the triangle of Soniqs. Fata throwing down a spray here on the tree. Very distorted, but a kill there. All the same for BZM.
Yeah,
for him.
You see these wards they have. They see Drow Rangers just desperately, you know, trying to avoid them, but always walking through vision.
She's died here once before. Quinn is here maybe trying to bait or be a little bit of a bodyguard, but they don't have either of their supports alive right now, and he doesn't have ulti, just BKB.
Yeah, I mean, Yawar knows. He was pinging out like exactly on top of the ward.
Oh gee, you can see anywhere they've traversed the map, they've left these little wards behind. And so that's been able to kind of contribute to this snowballing effect that we've had. It's felt like for the past couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Soniqs have done well, especially with double BOTs on their cores, to at least TP around and still find farm on the map. But
okay, they're going for a smoker.
the map for
BKB
Yawar.
on Quinn. Oof,
Hook
nice.
shot. Yeah, away for Misha. Quinn, without a blink dagger, is not going to really be able to catch up here. Misha's just waiting with the cock pushback on assess. He's going to get on through, actually. It's a lot of damage from the adaptive strike, and now Yuragi actually is going to go into Bat Rider form to fight.
Don't think this is a fight.
He's a bit lower on mana. MSS, yeah, he's going to get a mini pulverize off before the battery assault stops him. Yuragi, a little bit more mana to his name now, continuing to chase with the Firefly movement. He'll just use it to farm, though.
Yeah.
Soniqs with the smoke plate. They don't get too much, unfortunately. And they still haven't gotten this ward in front of their medium camp.
They know Yuragi is almost a loner, but it's a extremely hard kill.
And he's got Manta right now, so... Well, it looks like they'll be able to settle at least for Misha. And the Gust has found Morphling. Again, it's really actually Soniqs who might be in some more danger, especially as BZM joins the fight. Unstoppable now on this Ember Spirit.
No, so the big issue they have here is that Drow Ranger compared to Morphling farm, right? Like if Drow Ranger was up there with Morphling, like I would say this game is completely even. Or maybe even Soniqs are a little bit ahead. But now, this Morphling is just becoming such a beast. It's too strong. So, okay, that's Prophet TPing bottom. Okay, it's fine. He can defend it.
Sega's here from behind just to make sure everything's a-okay.
No, so basically what I want to say is that when Death Prophet gets your BKB, that will be Sonic's
last mid
timing.
onto BZM. Sorry to cut you off, Pi. In goes MSS now, but the counter initiation. Amar saving them from the pulverize, and now the epicenter getting fully channeled up. Quinn pops BKB, but he's less than a quarter HP. Has Lelis nearby though with the Exo active. The kisses, they will get down Amar. They save Quinn in the process as well. So it's something here for Soniqs, but BKB charge forced out for that.
Yeah, and they had to use every ultimate they have, right?
Don't like it. Yeah, Exo used here. That was a level 2 Exo, and Quinn's going to BOT's the Ghost back top lane to continue farming with them. But that's actually drawn the ire here of OG. All 5 of those arrows pointing top now as they're going to look to try and cut off Ellis. They know obviously he has no TP. At least BZM is here. The rest of the heroes
they're going for him.
Briefly stopping Roche, but they want this kill onto the DP first. The heals out from Exo are going to give Leslau a little bit more survivability here, but no one TPing to the tier 1 tower. He's as good as dead, and is. Kill for Yuragi.
So now wondering if they want to go Roche or if they just want to put extreme pressure on, you know, they just... Okay, Yuragi, he is... moving towards... Yeah,
Roche.
he wants to Roche.
So you've picked up casting quite fast. Not committing too fast until he really started hitting Roche there, Pi. Well done.
And then he had a choice, right? He could have cleared out their triangle and then like taken the top tier 1 tower. But I mean, he's basically anything he wanted to. No Exo, no Snapfire ultimate, no lasso, so the map is free.
You're exactly right. There's even 10 seconds till Quinn has BKB, so there's just no way, and he doesn't have Blink. There's just no way he shows up. So you're right. He did really have a lot of choice there, right? Is why you weren't sure where he was going to go. But he feels like Roche is the move here, and he will be the one as well to pick up the Aegis here. First Aegis for him.
Yep.
Soniqs, they can breathe a little bit easier now. They've lost some heroes on their map. This pesky ward is actually going to expire. This one Taiga put down right next to Lelis. Still actually standing as Quinn and BZM are skirmishing a bit. Got Fata behind for some support. TP to the tier 2 tower is going to be Taiga. There's actually quite a few Sonic heroes here. Not really sure, though, if it's Soniqs who wants to be fighting. Just a Hurricane Pike now here for Yawar. Of course, he can always look to set something up with a Silence. Ember doesn't have a Dispel for himself quite yet. I believe he's going for Manta Ember.
Yeah, but he has the Oracle behind him, so...
Exactly.
You're always fine. Very frustrating to play against.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And what's Yuragi? Yeah, he's going for Scotty. And that will, like, even maybe when DP presses BKB, perhaps he can just kill him through it.
Soniqs, they're going to go for a fight here, but Amar, oh, lovely little bit of a burrow strike there, perfectly timed. There's a rock throw from MSS's new X Shard. Does catch Yuragi there. Quinn pops the BKB. Yule Scepter from Amar, self-casted to buy him a little bit more time. They almost actually onslaught him out of the Sandstorm, but he's still innovative, so they can't go in for the Pulverize. But in the meantime, they've already lost Fata. And in deep as Leslau has Exo, but he's only got one more Spirit Siphon here. And as his BKB expires, he's trying his best not to expire alongside with it because OG giving Chase a nice little sidestep there as Amar will miss there on the counter initiation. It's a 1-for-1 trade here.
Yep.
Wow, but, I'm surprised he holds on to Exo. I mean, they like BKBs, but it's not unreasonable for them to still look for a fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just wondering. It seems hard for him to just get in there. Yeah, and even if you get, let's say he goes Blink Dagger on Batrider, right? Like, he blinks in Lassos and then he gets saved by Oracle, like,
Right.
then what?
Right. Yeah, and Taiga, he can stand even that much further back as he has gone for this Aether Lens.
Yeah.
He's acknowledging the looming threat that is this Drow Ranger, going for the E-Blade, sorry, the Ghost Scepter next. Maybe an E-Blade, but I don't think the game will really extend that long for a really luxury item for someone like an Oracle. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely building just to be ready, just to be there for the save. It feels like that's all he kind of needs to do this game.
Yeah. We have a little smoke here by OG.
Misha with his jetpack, leading them into the triangle. They're going to see these Ancients getting pulled back. That means there's someone nearby, but the Rocket Flare is not going to quite catch Lelis. He's hidden a bit further back, tucked in the trees behind his tier 2.
Yeah, he's clearing up some creeps here.
Yawar closing in on his BKB. I mean, I say closing, he's still 1,000 gold away, which at this stage that's gold that's hard to come by. Oh, Misha as well. He's actually scouted MSS, rolls on up with him with that jetpack. MSS, you can stomp around, but you're staying in here, says Misha. A little bit of a high five exchanged. MSS, uproar, yep, but the hook shots, and Damar in to secure the kill.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering. I guess they're waiting out the Aegis. Still 2 minutes left though. And they're slowly just getting slightly outfarmed, right? But at least they do have 2 travels. Travel on Batrider and travel on the Death Prophet. So they're quite annoying to deal with, right? They're so fast. They're always teleporting to lanes, pushing them out.
Exactly. Yeah, really making BZM expend his pool of fire remnants and TP scrolls. Doesn't have bots himself, doesn't go frags. A slightly different, more heavier fighting build, I would say, here between a Manta and Maelstrom here for the Ember Spirits. But with this Aegis, I think OG are still pretty pleased with what they've been able to accomplish with it. Yeah. English. Yuragi has a full Eye of Scotty now. He's, of course, has the full Manta and is building into a Silver Edge here. So just maybe a little bit more damage, a crit, a way to initiate a bit easier into these team fights.
Yeah, no, so they see these travels, right? And Soniqs are being very sneaky across the map. So if a Morphling comes up with Silver Edge, like even if you like pop BKB and try to TP out, right, it's probably just going to kill you through it.
Right. And let me ask you the age-old eternal question, right? Soniqs, they're cutting waves. For what? Question mark. For what?
I mean, for what? For right now, it's Yawar BKB, right? Yep. And basically an opportunity to fight. Like right now, yeah, if OG dove their base, they would fight, you know? Otherwise, how do they... What do they do? Like, how do they win a fight? They need to see them, like, heavily out of position. Or Roche. So I'm expecting... Ooh,
well, they're diving the base, but of course there's Aegis for
Drow
30
Ranger
more seconds.
deals a lot of damage here.
Yeah, he's actually going to save him here. Aegis expiring in 20. We'll see if they can still get a use, but Yuragi is going to be just about fully healed. He looks like OG are going to go ahead and back off. They didn't really force much there, though. I think all BKBs and ultis still ready to go for Sonic, so they're actually going to just retreat into the fountain, regen up, and I think they just might smoke out and maybe look for a fight. BKB, oh, it's just 200 gold away, though, for Yawar. They're so close.
Yeah, they're smoking up anyway, but he needs to finish this.
Absolutely. I think he'll get it off of this wave.
Never refuse gold.
Yeah, he should. And oh, he's just shy. He's just a bit. No, he's got it. Okay.
Yeah, he got
and
it.
This is a big opening for Soniqs. Finally, they feel like they can make a move here, and BZM just might be the perfect catch, but they need someone to immediately get on top of him. That could be Quinn here with the Blink Dagger. BZM
got the
still
silence.
silence up, but he has a Manta style.
He has haste too.
Yeah,
wow.
He has a haste and a Manta. He didn't even use the Manta there. He was feeling good there, Pi.
He was the cool, calm, and collected one.
Oh yeah, he was. Quinn in the meantime. Actually, Lelis leading them into battle. He is rooted up by the Searing Chain, stunned up by Amar. Lelis being patient on his own BKB charge. The Force Staff is for Yawar. He gets up to the high ground here, casually joining the fight as Lelis. Now he pops BKB.
Pops BKB.
He got spooked there, OG.
Yeah.
They'll make him blink.
You see, and now you don't really, like, you want to be at full power, right, when you take these fights, when you know you're down gold, you're down items. So it makes everything a bit more awkward.
Right now, they're just parked on Sonic's side of the map, and Soniqs, every single time they've tried to get out, unfortunately, it just hasn't gone quite right for them. Another blink on forward, though, as they will catch Amar. Hook shot, though, onto two! Okay, the onslaught, though, for MSS, still interrupting things, but another beautiful jump in there. Yuragi, he's already deleted MSS. Down they go here into the base as Yawar pops BKB,
slow.
but the Scotty's slow
here. Is he
here.
gonna go for it?
Oh, will he dive more?
Yeah, he's going.
The waveform in. Yawar with BKB now
Stun
expiring. The stun from Amar catching 2, 4 dead. Just like that as OG go diving beyond tier 4 towers and heavily rewarded. Everyone dead but Quinn. what an initiation there. Quinn trying, maybe a little bit frustrated that they couldn't get anything going. That's a lovely spray. Are going to try and drag Amar back into his death, but he's just as healthy as ever here, Pi. And throughout all that, Taiga didn't even use the false promise.
No, you're right. No one was in danger, and yeah, Quinn's going down.
Dead. This one's definitely gotten out of hand for Soniqs. OG into the base here of Soniqs and destroying buildings without Aegis. I don't know if really they'll be able to be evicted here. BCM is back after fountaining, or after regenerating his fountain back home. The Remnant has a casual Crystallis. With Manta, he actually does some pretty decent attack damage here as well.
I mean, BCM is even close to Daedalus, like, so much damage.
I think this one is going to get real difficult out from here. What was a 10k net worth lead about a minute and a half ago here. Pi has ballooned up to nearly 20 and 2 barracks.
Yeah, and now, yeah, Roche should be spawning soon, so just wait for that, collect that, and then calmly finish the game. Yeah, now the fight Soniqs need is even harder. Like, it's... Yeah, we get a replay here? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to see who more...
The hook shot here is incredible. Look at this.
Absolutely.
And so they get no follow-up on this lasso, and then disaster strikes.
Yeah, wow. Laszlo, I mean, BKB or not, that's just not the initiation you need. As soon as you already lose Lelis, find feels hard from there, and Yuragi just knows how strong he is. A beautiful follow-up from Amar, and it's just not easy. For now, Amar, though, grabbing our attention, calling our attention even. You know, canceling the epicenter channel. Not a channel anymore, I suppose. It's a cast animation now, but still, it's playing with it a little bit. As Soniqs are going to be able to sneak around. Good adjustment, though, from OG, immediately recognizing they've pushed the mid-wave. They're going to leave the courier alive, but there's going to be the jump onto Amar, but the save this time. Again, the counter initiation from Misha. He's going to be hit with the onslaught, but Yawar doesn't have any breathing room. BK beat up, force-tapping up to the hill. But Yuragi, BKB, he's going to fight right through him, and they're going to get the kill. Oh, Soniqs, it's gone all wrong for them here. Fatsa's going to at least get out all of his kisses before he's dealt the kiss of death. That's GG. Soniqs are going to fall in game one. OG, they get through what was a difficult early game. Amar farming up, padding his stats a little bit, but it's all OG here. Yeah. Game number one.
No, you felt like I felt like Soniqs had something cooking there for the first 8 minutes, but slowly, like, OG started, you know, getting their footing in the lanes. Taiga got some very nice stacks up for Amar, right? And that allows him to, while he's rotating mid, he's still securing the Sand King's farm. And then he gets a kill on mid lane, and Amar gets to farm his Blink Dagger at the Ancients, and suddenly OG are ahead.
Yeah, it's for me, once again,